What's going on, guys? So I'm on my way right now. I'm just gonna like return a couple things that I bought. Anyway, so I'm just riding, and I don't know, figured I'd kind of say something about why I got a FZ09. Why did I get an FZ09? Well, I don't know. I wanted something with like a bit more kind of power in all aspects of riding. My FZ07 was slow, like very slow. It was stunt geared, so I do a lot of highway riding, honestly, and it's kind of inconvenient. I always kind of felt like I was gonna blow the bike up, which I don't really like that kind of feeling, that I'm gonna blow my bike up just trying to get to the next ride or whatever. It was super easy to wheelie, and it was really nice learning on, but it just kind of got too easy. Wasn't really like getting any better. Like once I got to the point where I could scrape on command, it just kind of felt pointless keeping that bike, because I wasn't using the handbrake. And I wasn't using the handbrake because the bike was just kind of whack in a couple ways. It like, well, I thought the forks are bent, but I'm not really sure if they were bent anymore. I don't know what. It might have been a combination of both, but I think something, like after getting this bike, and I'll tell that story too, but it turns out that maybe there was like a frame issue with that bike or something, which is why it was so bad. It was like, if I took my hands off the bars, it would just start veering to the left really hard. And there was a couple times where I tried to use the handbrake, and as soon as it would come up, it was just like so janky wobbly, and I don't know, it just made it sketchy, so I didn't really want to use the handbrake. And you know, so I traded it, but I didn't trade it because there was something wrong with it. I traded it. Am I burning myself or shocking myself on that? I feel like I keep getting shocked. But I traded it because I was just tired of being so slow on the highway, and the wheelies were super easy. And I just kind of wanted more of a challenge, and I knew this bike was difficult, but I had ridden it before. Yo, hell yeah. But I had ridden the FZ09 before, and I knew I could do it. I just knew it was difficult, so I don't know, I just kind of wanted the challenge. I don't know how long I plan to keep this bike. If I get really good at it, might just not get rid of it. Right now it's got some issues. It's got some balancing issues, I think, because as soon as I start passing like 100 miles an hour, the bike starts wobbling really bad. Oh, look at that wobble, which is not good. The bike can top out, I think, I like 132. I basically have an extra 30 miles an hour top end that I could be going, that I really can't use right now because it's wobbling too bad at that top speed. Oh, you know what I just realized? Oh wait, yeah, I'm going to CVS. Okay, I was like, why am I going to O'Reilly's? I didn't get anything from O'Reilly's. No, I'm going to CVS. I don't know, right now I can't use this bike to its full potential in the top end, but the acceleration is really fun, and the wheelies are a challenge, but it's brought some joy back into riding. And especially the other bike, if I was doing any kind of riding that wasn't wheelies, it was just sucky, honestly. It wasn't fun to ride the bike, it was only fun to wheelie. And then and it's because of the issues, which I'll talk about once I get back out of CVS and what I found out after getting this bike. Okay, so the story. So I don't know how much context is really important, but I'll just give a little. So my old bike I got from a guy named Tyler. Well, me and Tyler ended up becoming friends, and Tyler went with me to get this new bike. So when we were there and we were trading for this bike, the guy who had this bike was telling Tyler, like, hey, if you want to buy another bike or something, my friend has this like stunted out MT-07 and he was like, cool, let me get his number and stuff. He wasn't gonna buy it that night, but he went back there the next day to buy it, and then the guy was like, hey, you sold my friend like that fucked up FZ09. And he's like, what are you talking about? I think he was saying like, I know all about that bike and stuff like that. And he's like, what are you talking about? And so I guess that bike had been ran over by a truck on some kind of ride, something only that I guess the Dallas Bike Life people would know about. And the guy had a video and everything of it. Dang, it's getting kind of cold. So that was crazy. I mean, that's really all there is to that story, but I just wanted to mention it because, like, I don't know if the forks were bent and there was some kind of frame issue with that bike, or if the forks were totally fine and it was entirely the frame, or if it's not even the frame, it's just something else, like maybe the swing arm or the rims, or I don't know. But so I guess that's like why that bike was so messed up, was because it got run over by a truck. But we had no idea about that, not until that guy told us. And he had a video. Did I already say he had a video? He showed Tyler the video of it happening. It was like, that's crazy, dude. But, you know, we had no idea about that. But, I mean, I made that bike work anyway. I still used it to learn and was scraping on command and stuff right before I got it, or got rid of it. But, yeah, it kind of makes me feel bad because, like, maybe the next person thinks like I intentionally got rid of it knowing of that, which I didn't. Like, I really just wanted a different bike for more of like a bit of everything. I mean, this bike can do everything. It can kind of do slow wheelies. I mean, you gotta be good at it though, but it can also kind of go fast. You know, it doesn't have a super high top speed, but it's definitely higher than the other bike, and that it can, you know, it can accelerate really fast. I mean, that's actually like, it's not even just kind of like, it is, it's really fast. But I don't know. So maybe one day I'll go back to MT-07 or R7 or something if I just want to go the stunning route. But that bike kind of gave me an opportunity to see what I really wanted to do, and I just don't feel like fully stunting is really what I want to do. I obviously want to do wheelies and I want to do them good, but like as far as like using the handbrake and going really slow, it's kind of like I'd kind of rather have a bike that can do, you know, slow and fast, instead of just one or the other. So like I wouldn't really want a 1000, and I wouldn't want like, you know, a Grom or something. Like those things would have to be like second bike type of things, which I don't have that much money for. So we're just sticking to one bike until I become YouTube famous. So, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so that's a little interesting story about that. Hopefully I haven't completely lost my place, because I don't really know where to pick up from here. I don't know what I was going into before I got into the story, but whoop. All right, we have returned all the things today. I guess in case you're curious, I'll just tell you what they are. So I was returning batteries to CVS and a laser bore sight to Academy. I mean, I don't know if this interests y'all, but basically the bore sight, I used to work there. It was called Flight Deck. I don't know what it is now. It looks like it's nothing. I don't even know. So I had a laser bore sight from Academy. It was 223 and 556, so I could zero in an AR, and then it quit working. And so I got some batteries for it, and then the batteries, they were the right size. I hope this jet isn't too loud. The batteries were the right size, but they just like wouldn't brighten it up to the point where I could actually see it. You know, like I couldn't even see it. I was like shining it from the back to the front of my house. Couldn't even see it through the scope because it was too dim. So I exchanged it for a different one because I thought the laser was a problem. And then once the batteries of the new laser ran out, I was using the batteries I got from CVS, and then it was still dim. So I don't know, the batteries said they were like hearing aid batteries. I don't know if that really matters or not. because they were the same size. So I was like, I don't know if this is a laser issue or battery issue, so I just returned both, and I'm just gonna get one from Amazon that is like a universal one, so I can also use it in like my shotgun and stuff like that. So that's what I was returning. For some reason CVS would only give me store credit. They wouldn't give me a refund, and I swear I bought those batteries for like 16 bucks and the store credit was only like 12 something, but it's whatever. I mean, at least I got something back for it. I didn't even know if I'd be able to, because I didn't have the receipt and stuff, so kind of whatever. But yeah, that's what I was doing when I was talking about this. I was probably going to talk about like why did I get the FZ09, how much detail did I really go into with it, but I don't know, dude. Got it just so I could have a little bit of everything with a bike. Something that this bike, I guess, is kind of prone to is having like clutch issues. I guess the clutch basket will explode from trying to do wheelies and stuff. I keep like burning myself on this engine, dude. Yeah, is that a cop up there? I think I'm driving behind the police, dude. Okay, you know what, forget it. We'll actually just hop on the highway and go back the other way. Dude, I keep losing my train of thought so bad. Oh yeah, so I was saying this, like, people's like clutch baskets will explode and stuff with this bike, and also just having like slipping issues and stuff. So I don't know, hopefully I don't have to deal with that like super too soon, but we might, who knows. This bike is not easy, dude. If you have to go for like a fast dip to like dip in time, it just flies backwards. And then the foot brake is so touchy. It's like, it's a challenging bike. Maybe I should just go to the AMC lot and practice for a second. I'm probably not gonna actually go to the lot. I'm gonna just circle this little spot by the lake for a second, probably pop a couple wheelies and then go back home. If you're an OG, you'll remember this little spot. I wasn't quite the brightest with motorcycle knowledge in the past, so I've had like videos over here where it was like, I forgot how to wheelie, so I have to relearn. And then it just turned out that my 636 was in low power mode, like a dummy. I don't even know how it got switched, but once I figured that out, I was back to being a killer. But yeah, dude, this place is the OG wheelie grounds. It's right next to the AMC lot, but it's just bigger. And then at 70, ooh, bad. Now I can kind of like hold the balance point, but I've already gained so much speed by the time I'm holding it good. It's not pointless, but yeah. I don't want to do fast wheelies, you know. If something goes wrong in a fast wheelie, you get way more hurt than a slow wheelie. That's kind of like one of the reasons that I just wanted to get into the stunting anyway, was I don't want to die. Yeah, you'll get hurt stunting, but the chances of you dying compared to like what I was doing, where I was just blazing around. It's the chances of me dying were significantly less in the stunting way, and the injuries I would have, you know, probably some bruises and a little bit of road rash. But considering I didn't ride with gear when I was going like super fast, topping my 636 out all the time, it's like, and my injuries would have been way worse if I went down doing that. So do a knee knocker. Knee knockers are way easier to control, but if you're looking into getting into knee knockers, if you're doing wheelies and stuff, learn the foot brake first. Do not go and try to learn knee knockers if you're not comfortable with the foot brake, because if you do know how to foot brake but you're not good at it, you might dip in a knee knocker and slam it, and then you're gonna mousetrap, because you have to be gentle with the foot brake in a knee knocker. If you slam it down, you're probably gonna fly over the front end. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that wobble. And that is why we do not go fast on this bike yet. This is like my 4th ride with this bike, and every single one of them has been so windy, dude. And that could also be part of the wobble, but I don't think so, because Gmar has the same bike and Gmar doesn't wobble like I do. What time is it? Is everybody getting out of school right now? I think people are getting out of school. Today's Monday. Yeah, I guess people are getting out of school. What, you little high schoolers? I mean, I'm only 19, so not like I could really call them little or whatever. Too bad I'm not on my gangsta-mobile where I can actually wheel it good. Race me, dude, race me. Actually, that might be a girl, I can't tell. A little stoppy. Can I even do stoppies? Skirt. Ooh. Yup, a little bit. Couldn't do them on the other bike. Yeah, man, it's probably gonna wrap up here. Drop comments what you want to see. Do you like this bike? Do you hate this bike? Does this bike sound cool? I think it sounds cool. One last wheelie for the boys, and then we'll see you guys later. Peace.